There we go. So just like an introduction video for the couple hundred new followers just from this past week or two to Kinnick North. I guess just to sort of give you an idea of who I am. Um, Born and raised in Iowa. Um, Lived the second half of my life up here in Rochester, Minnesota. Uh, Big Hawkeye fan my whole life since I was little. Um, Probably more football than basketball, but pretty equal. And then I've always been an equal fan of both women's and men's basketball since I was young. What else? Four kids. Being in Minnesota, I guess my favorite pro teams are the Wolves, Twins, Timberwolves. Um, I don't know if I would consider myself a Fever fan. I'm a Caitlin fan. Um, I mean, if she were to go somewhere else, that team would be my new favorite team. Because as we know, the rest of the league is trash. Um, Growing up in Iowa and being a Hawkeye fan, I guess I would say I probably started following Caitlin either her junior or senior year of high school, and then obviously all 4 years at Iowa. And now with the Fever. Looking forward to the upcoming football season. I will be in Iowa City several times for football games. I don't know if anybody else saw the post, but I usually dress up as the Kinnick Reaper in my costume with the skull mask and the scythe and everything. So if you happen to see me around Kinnick this football season, stop over, take a picture, say hello. Um, I'm thinking maybe I might start doing like a YouTube live stream for like game watches. I don't know if that would even be a thing, if people would even give a shit about my commentary during the game, but that might be something that I'd check out. And I guess aside from that, maybe I'll give a little tour here of the Hot Garage. The Hot Garage is kind of my fortress of solitude. It's where I come to think, come to watch games, come to drink beer, just get away from shit. It's full of things that I've collected since I was little. A lot of it I inherited from parents and grandparents because I come from a long line of Hawkeye fans. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just give a little bit of a tour of the garage. Let's see. Looking over here, we got a Tristan Wirfs signed picture up there. My grandma Bev's coffee mug. She's the one who really introduced me to Hawkeye sports. Let's see what else we got here. Dr. Tom Davis, Hayden Fry, of course. Signed picture from Larry Sargent. Let's see, we got Tim Dwight and Chuck Long and Brad Banks. There's Drew Tate. Signed a picture for me. Who else we got? TJ Hawkinson's over here. Kevin Ward. Dallas Clark and Cedric Shaw. Brandon Smith signed a pair of game-used gloves for me, which is kind of cool. Jared DeVries. Tyler Kluver's Brandon Smith up there. Cy-Hawk trophy, of course. Davion Nixon, Clinton Solomon. Who we got down here? Jordan Kanziri, Nate Stanley, Ricky Stanzi. Nate Stanley, there we go. Ricky Stanzi, Chuck Long again. Let's see. This one was signed by Marvin McNutt. We've got a pair of pants that were signed from Chuck Hartlieb. There's Josie Jewell, Vandenberg, George Kittle. Looking over here, Micah Hyde, Micah Ojemudia. There's a signed jersey from Josie Jewell. Kevin Casper. I've got a little bit of wall space here to add a few things yet. We've got a Kirk Ferentz and Hayden Fry signed picture. Nick Easley, Keenan Davis, Chad Greenway. my Caitlin Clark cardboard cutout that I stole. There's a story behind that. Let's see what else. Ava Hayden, Stremlow, McCabe, Callie Levine, who I absolutely love, even though she's transferred. A couple of bobbleheads. There's my daughters up there. Prominent spot in the garage. I love that their high school, Byron, has the same black and yellow colors, so it fits nicely here in the garage. I told them if they went somewhere else to a different high school that their colors weren't black and yellow, I wouldn't be able to hang their banners out here. A few footballs signed by a lot of random players. There's a jersey from Andre Woolridge. Picture from Wade Lookingbill. That's got a cool story behind it. B.J. Armstrong and Dr. Tom, Roy Marble. There's the basketball team that first got my interest in Hawkeye basketball. A.C. Earl and Ed Horton, Marble, B.J. We got Luke Rucker down here. Jared Utah from Ronnie Lester. There's Megan Gustafson. There's A.C. Earl from a signing that I went to. This is kind of a cool one. We've got Gabby Marshall and Kate Martin signed up there. Hannah Stulke, Feuerbach, Sydney Fulter, Caitlin, of course. And then we've got Kenyon Murray, Kristen Keegan Murray, Luca Garza. Down here we got Desmond King, Chuck Long again, Clickenborg, Nico Reganey, Josh Jackson, Tyler Kluver, Drew Ott. There's some old school Hawkeye homecoming buttons. Tavion Banks, Sean Considine, Riley Moss. There's a jersey from Daryl Johnson Koulianos. Love him or hate him. Oh, let's see what else. Hanks. We've got Tyler Litterbaum, that is. Julian Vandervelde, there's Tyler Goodson and Ed Hinkle. One of my favorite pieces right there. I inherited that from my grandpa, who happened to be friends with Bill Snyder. It's the iconic picture of Hayden Fry and his assistants, signed by Bill Snyder, Hayden Fry, Kirk Ferentz, Barry Alvarez. Back behind there, we've got Noah Fant, Forrest Evashevsky up there. Oh, let's see. Mark Wiseman, Xavier Nwamka. There's a signed jersey. Albert Young, Matt Rogers. So yeah, and then, I guess there's a few jerseys up in the ceiling that I ran out of room for. So you've got Greg Bruner and Jeff Horner over there. Chris Kingsbury and Kevin Gamble and Jared Utah. And I'm trying to think of what else. Well, there's the turf in the garage. This was turf that I got from the Minnesota Vikings practice facility when they tore out their old turf to put in new turf. So I went up to Minneapolis and picked this up. And then painted the football lines and the Tiger Hawk logo using a stencil. Thanks to one of my daughters for helping me with that. So yeah, there's the overall vibe of the Hawk Garage, and this is where I'm at every time I watch a Hawkeye game or a Fever game. Excuse me. So with that said, yeah, I might go ahead and start doing YouTube videos just to do like a game watch or something. Should be kind of cool to get feedback from people and get their thoughts. I don't know if I've never done a live stream thing, so I don't know if people can give me feedback or write as I'm watching it. It's just be kind of cool to get people's thoughts in real time watching the game, whether it's for the Fever or this upcoming Hawkeye football season. But so yeah, that's me in a nutshell. This is kind of awkward. Thanks for all the new followers. Catch you later.